gonna have to keep it dark on this one. Man, I just found out I gotta go to court for some of my properties or some assets um with my mother. She called herself trying to trick me out of or trying to like lie out of my assets, but I put money into everything, so I got liens and paperwork and receipts and all of those good things. Man, I just found out the lawyer, and she got a pro bono lawyer, right? And I found out the lawyer that's representing her, I should have picked up on it sooner because he looked familiar. Because it didn't make sense to me. Like, who would represent her in this case or even this fabrication of a case? It's not even a case, a fabrication of a case. Because she signed, like, she just signed stuff that's blank or whatever and just, like, try to make like I owe her money, but she owed me like $500,000. Kind of find out my former attorney I used to use for business, her attorney and him share the same office. Not the same building. They share the exact same office, like the same room. Like they probably got a divider, but they share the same room. And they work on the same type of cases. He was so thirsty to try to like wrap up that case I had. The last case I had, somebody owed me some money. And he kept asking about how much he get, how much he get. I didn't even get anything. But he was thirsty to wrap it up. But he asked me prior, like a year or so ago, like if I was gonna sue my mama, he'd help me or whatever. I'm like, I'm not finna do that, like, cause she had called him. And so I'm like, he just trying to get some money. And before that, it was something that happened, and I needed his expertise. He tried to charge me 5,000, and I'm like, nah, I handle this myself. Handle it myself. I'm like, man, did more research, start learning the law, how to file and do everything. So I'm like, man, nah, I ain't doing all that. So anyway, I'm just flabbergasted, just like, wow. Like they have to commit crimes to try to extort me or to hopefully provoke police to incarcerate me in an altercation or, yeah, that's about it. So they're doing their best to try to extort me out of my money that I got receipts and everything for, the things I paid for, by making up, fabricating lies, which has to have evidence and documentation. It's not gonna just be what she has. It has to be what I have and what we both have, which may be a third party or a mutual party or software that shows both. And I got like a pool full of evidence, but it's just like, how did this even get this far? But the judge hasn't looked at no evidence yet. But when I researched the lawyer, because you know when you file, you gotta put their address, because he ain't got no email address for some odd reason. It's the same address. I'm talking about the same suite number, zip code. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Like, and he went and lied because she didn't speak. He spoke. He just came out lying and saying all these different things. It's just like, whoa. Now it all makes sense. You comfortable. This been a play. Y'all been probably plotting on me since 2018, 2019. You know what I'm saying? Like, this probably been going on for years. Cause I remember that one case I had, that guy owed me money for this project, this company. It was about end of 2018, 2019 when we got things filed, about 2019. He just wrapped it up about 2013. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, about 2013, just wrapped it up. Because it was like the guy didn't have an attorney. So his attorneys kept quitting on him, or he fired one, but they like two of them quit on him. So basically, he was trying to get money out of me to file to keep going to court. I'm like, it don't cost. When I did my research, did my learning, I was going to law school, taking the LSAT, and about to take the bar. Because you take the bar in several states to become an attorney. So when I told him all of that, and I'm like, man, I know what's going on. Like, bro, it don't cost you nothing to file some paperwork. You just got to put it in, and then you'll file, and then we'll do the motion to go to court. And it took him a while to like comprehend that, and he just kept trying to find different ways to ask me for money for different things, or ask what's going on, or whatever. Long story short, that didn't work. We the judge defaulted on the case. Then he had to go back to court and say he got to pay attorney fees and the judgment. So that puzzle went through. I never got paid, but he made sure he got his attorney fees somehow, some way. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But it's just like, hold on, man. Paying these lawyers and doing all this, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money. And then you know what, attorneys, when you got attorneys, they get checks sent to them with their names, with your company name. They got their name on it too. So they basically assign the check over to their company. And if you don't follow up, they legally, in their eyes, if you don't say anything, they legally use the funds, because they gonna try to give you a check from their company, like they settled. So they gonna take a percentage off regardless. So if you pay an attorney a retainer, right, he not gonna tell you he taking a percentage off, because he know that it's gonna be a conflict. So instead of asking you, like, can I get 10% or extra 15% or 20% or 50-50, they'll just take it off and be like, well, I know you wanted this, but we got this. And, most people not paying attention, they'll be like, all right, well, that's all we can get. And they just trust in a lawyer without doing their due diligence. You know what I'm saying? That's the number the lawyer's settling with you. Let's say, give an example. Somebody owe you let's say $30,000. Your lawyer come back to you and say, man, they only got 20. That's cool. You be like, man, I want the whole 30. They can't give me 28. They only got 20. That's cool. He go back to them. They're like, man, he can't do nothing, man. He want the whole 30. Man, if you do 28 right now, man, we good. They sign that for 28. He come back to you, man, they can do 22. That's their last offer. You be like, I bet. He just made $6,000, but you paid him $5,000 or $10,000 as a retainer to even start the case or to represent you. Right now, the documents to be filed, they have something called e-file now. So if it's not a jury to be present, it doesn't cost much to file. I ain't gonna say it don't cost, because some forms may cost, but some of the forms that cost to file, it's about $15, $20. You know what I'm saying? So on that $5,000, it's their hours spent on your case. Okay, let's say hours spent on your case. That's just them going to get the discovery, evidence, or listening to you break down the case of what's going on. They had to do that before they took on the case. So now they're going to actually repeat the same shit again, because they really wasn't listening to you. I guess that's a part of their retainer, listening to your shit again. Then, because they're not focused on them day in and day out. They just file the motions, go to court, and then write down whatever notes they had from when they talk. They're not going to keep asking you every time they go to court what happened and this and that, because they don't remember or don't know, but they need to write something down to say in court to represent the case. So they're not really spending time on it. So the time that they do charge you for is the time that their clerk spends or their assistant spends filing the motion. Now everything's online. So they should have templates. Then they just description in the motion, and that may take 5 to 15 minutes, and they might file 2 motions at a time. It should be just one, but they might file 2. So let's say that's 20, 30 minutes. So they're charging you that much, $10,000. I get it. It's cool. It's about pay work and comprehending and knowing what you're doing. But highway robbery, they ain't got nothing on that. But yeah, man, be careful who you entrust in. Over time, I got better at a lot of things and started doing things myself, just like this, filing motions and sorts. And that's how you figure things out. You start seeing things line up, and it's like, and he used to try to act like when he was trying to get money out of me or trying to do certain things or talk about certain things, like, I got these other cases going on, it's a big cases, man. It's a couple million. I'm like, well, I got a case that you was playing on. It's 750,000, and you ain't said nothing about that lien or nothing. So he could have robbed me on that. I don't know. I'll know when I look at the lien up in the documents, because it's recorded history. So he had to explain everything. But you and this dude share the same office, and he been around for over 40 years, and y'all been in that office since I known you, so that's about 5 years since I known you. So y'all could have been there for a little bit more. Who knows? I don't know. Who cares? But y'all share the same office, and you try to flex on me like y'all getting money, you doing this, doing that, and you couldn't take time. That's why you wasn't trying to rush to get my stuff done or like whatever. I didn't even need to know all of that. But now you just make yourself look more clownish to me, because it's like, dog, y'all share the same office, and my mama taking me to court with this dude that's in your office, and you wanted me to sue her, but I'm like, nah, I'm not finna do that. She knows I'm just gonna file these documents. And now, since I filed my paperwork the right way without taking anybody to court, you got this dude based on lies, and it's like, I'm trying to because I know it's probably a way. I know it's a way. But I'm just really trying to figure out, how can I file some documents to get the board to review them as lawyers based on these circumstances, and based on them coming to court with like intentionally trying to lie to dismember my life and my financial stability. Because this is extortion. Clearly extortion. It's passive extortion, you could say, because they're not directly doing it, they're doing it indirectly. And they're trying to use the judge to do it in the courtroom without actually saying how they know me, or how all these people are connected, or what made him represent her as a pro bono lawyer. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that factor to all of this. Then it's like, ain't nobody reviewed no paperwork that I got or that she got. That's nothing. The judge ain't reviewed nothing that neither one of us got as a program to try to resolve things over the property. And if the lawyer's been a lawyer, the program been going on over a year or two, why we ain't got in the program? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if what was going on was true, I'm just trying to understand that portion of it. But this is interesting, man, because it's like people go to court, they be like, oh, they trying to see what's gonna happen, or some people be worried what's gonna happen, or whatever, or some people may think they know the outcome. I'm looking at this as a third party, even though I'm in it. I'm looking at this as a third party, because I am so curious to how this judge will receive this. Because I'm just speaking the facts. I ain't even gonna say truth no more, because people be trying to say, oh, you probably lying. I'm speaking facts. You can Google, you can go to the bank, because the bank got all the records of what I'm talking about. You go to the bank, you go to IRS, get the IRS transcripts, etc. You can Google me. against my mother. And and then with the lawyers and all this going on, I'm just trying to like, what? Man, this is wild. But yeah, man, I gotta do some more due diligence because I gotta holler at the board. Cause I know this ain't right. This ain't right. Even with insurance, like you can't get an umpire. You have to get an umpire from a third party, like somebody. If we, if me and insurance don't agree, we both gotta hire somebody. Oh no, we gotta hire an umpire, which is a third party that's not with neither one of us, um, to go do an inspection to make a determinate decision. So, you know, if the umpire was coming from the insurance company, that's a conflict of interest. Of course, they're gonna deny it to help the insurance company. Or if the umpire was coming from me, of course they can deny it or approve it because it's some money involved on my end. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I ain't even really think too much into like, man, how she get a lawyer that's pro bono? Like, man, this dude crazy. You gotta be messing with this dude or something, because I don't even see what lawyer will make logical sense to even pick up this case. But now it makes sense. It's some emotional, fake manipulation behind it. And it's like, man, these people crazy. And these people lie and cheat on their wives. This dude David cheats on us. He be thirsty outside. And he wonder why his wife yell at him all the time. Like, boy, she know you. You be tweaking. But that's why he got that ball. That ball being stressed. But man, that's crazy. Like the lawyer, the old school got more hair than him. Old school ain't even bald. He got at least 30 years on him. So he just was born to lie. This is wild, man. This is all groups of people fabricated to try to take me down. Why take me down? I have no clue. But this is what they do. Man, I tried to. And this was from me having survivor's remorse, feeling bad. My mom credit messed up. She ain't got no money. She by herself. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put properties in her name. I'm paying for them. Finna do flips. And, you know, I'm doing all these things. You know, I'm doing all these things. Trying to make sure other people feel like, you know, you ain't just out here bogus. But it's my money. But you got somewhere to stay. You know what I'm saying? Or something happened to me, you could take care of my daughter. You know what I'm saying? And it just did not work out that way. It was like she called me stupid and thought she can just finesse. And it's like, nah. Because there's other things that went into it, which I can get back. Some of the money, like the cars, I can't get that back. You know, the cars I can't get back, but real estate, I can get that back. You know what I'm saying? Because it's out of her hands. But it's just a shame, man. But she ain't ever liked me, though, so it's cool. I used to get kicked out on the honor roll growing up. Like, I was on the honor roll my whole life. They used to want me to skip and everything. She'd tell them no. But I'd get kicked out the house. I was 14, get kicked out the house over dumb shit. Washing dishes and dumb shit. She used to be just weird. Like, motherfuckers would yell and complain. Her ex-husband would be butt-ass naked trying to make people place her Chinese food. Like, bro, first and foremost, don't nobody need you to make nobody plate. Motherfuckers can make their own plate. Second of all, why motherfuckers gotta come up in your room while you naked? I remember I ain't even eat that night, went to sleep. I'm like, this shit weird as hell. And they thought that shit was funny. Like, I be finna fight this nigga over that type of shit. And she think that shit funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I used to be hot because I started paying for dinners for the family at 10 years old. So I was like 13 when that shit happened. So I was really hot because it's like, boy, boy, you been broke when I had to pay for the whole family, boy. $50, $60 at 10 years old paying for the whole family to eat. Like, I'm just glad I ain't dealing with that shit no more. I just can't wait till all this shit over. I ain't gotta see them, talk to them. This shit just like, man. Y'all motherfuckers just can't take it out of my pocket. Gotta ask the judge to do it, huh? Like, and like that don't even make sense. So it's like, it's just wild, man. But I'm unfazed. It's just, I'm amazed that these people go to these great lengths. And it's, cause it's on me, on my life. That's why I'm so amazed, cause it's like, they really going low. Like, a low blow, I'm talking about they at the flow with it. And it's like, damn. They didn't use police, sheriffs. They using lawyers. Now they trying to convince the judge. And it's like, man, that's why I'm definitely gonna go be a judge. That's why I'm gonna get my law license and become a judge. Cause there's too much bullshit going on where people can gang up with different people to ruin other people's shit or steal from other people. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't even make sense. And it'd be like, you know what I'm saying, the court would try to make it where like certain people talk or this and that, or just lawyers talk, but these lawyers be fucked up. It ain't shit to become a lawyer. You just go to law school. They help you, so the school help you become a lawyer. You can go to become a lawyer and take the test without going to law school. So the law school prep it into categories and help you make sure you pass it. You know what I'm saying? And then law school ain't even about the law. It's studying variables and manipulations. Like, you get that from the test that you take. It's not about the law. You just got to file the forms on the law and be in the statute in the case and show a case law pertaining to your case of what's going on, if it's criminal or whatever. But civil, you just got to show what's going on, receipts, and what laws or whatever, and file the motions in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Everything got to be a certain way. It's a template. That's all. Like, you need a lawyer to file it. You need a lawyer. It's really, you got to comprehend the file it. You got to know what you're doing to file it. You got to read the file it. Know what you're saying to file it. A lot of people don't know what to say or whatever because they're afraid. Because a lot of things don't really be what it is, so they not even gonna waste other people's time to bullshit with them. But what this is, man, they got motherfuckers that's willing to line bull. I see why y'all broke. I see why y'all be struggling. I see why y'all still in the same office. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man asked me about other lawyers, was hating on other lawyers and shit. Like, and that nigga bought a whole new building. Or moved in another building, however. But shit, he introduced me to you, so shit, he ain't special either, shit. Y'all both got that ball. But, yeah, man, I think I gotta just stop dealing with people with bald heads. Cause they just be crazy, man. Just trying to backdoor you. Just trying to backdoor you. Shit just be wild. This dude used to ask me about my cousin all the time, like trying to get with my cousin. Like, bro, I can't help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you asking me about somebody that shit, you call her, you want to know how she doing and all that and what she up to. You can see it on social media. That's just wild, man. They got some wild stuff going on. Shit, my mom about helping them cheat on their wives and holding blackmail on their ass. Knowing her. So shit, that shit just crazy. They go to great lengths to try to get me. So what that make them? And what that make me? Let me get Tree, man. Y'all have a great night. I got some business to take care of in the morning. I took care of that little business. I got to get back to my business.